The key and important inputs of develop project charter process. The first key input is project statement of work, or in short, project SOW. SOW is a narrative description of the product, services, or results to be delivered by a project. Now, what is this narrative description? You are delivering the project for your customer. When the customer is coming to you and asking you that can you do this project for us? The first question you are going to ask, yes, I can do this project, but what is that I have to do? Can you elaborate it further? What is that you have to do? The elaboration of that is known as the SOW. That is the narrative description of the product or service to be delivered to the customer. Now, SOW references the business need, the product scope description, and the strategic plan of the organization. As SOW refers the strategic plan, chartering a project validates the alignment of the project to strategy and ongoing work. If you remember, in one of the earlier lessons, I have spoken about not only the project should be successful from various objectives, scope objective, time objective, cost objective, but also the project should be aligned from organizational strategy point of view. And the organizational strategies are defined in the strategic plan of that organization. So while creating the SOW, this SOW is referencing the strategic plan of the organization, and that is how your project is going to be strategically aligned. Now, SOW will be provided by your customer, of course, because the narrative description of the work will be coming from the customer. However, if you, that is the seller for this project, is already in an agreement with your customer, you are already doing some work with your customer, then the seller and buyer, that is you and your customer, can prepare the SOW together. Many times in real life example point of view, you will be preparing the SOW because you already know the customer well. So customer will give you few inputs and your team will prepare the SOW for the customer. However, for the first time if it is happening, then the customer should give you the SOW. Another key input is business case. The business case informs whether the project is worth the investment or not. You are doing a project to get a return, and whether the return is exceeding the investment, then only the project is justifiable. So the business case contains the business need and cost benefit analysis for the project. It is prepared by a business analyst. Scope and limitation of the business case will be agreed by the sponsor. Next is another key input is agreement. Agreement defines the initial intention of the project. It can be in the form of a contract, can be a memoranda of understanding, or it can be a service level agreement. In short, they are called as MOU and SLA respectively. Or it can be just a letter of intent. For external customer, agreement will be called as contract. For internal customer, most likely it will be a MOU or a SLA.